All right, everybody. Good evening. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening and welcome to another City Skylines 2 stream. This is the city that we have been building, Chestnut Valley, and today is another day of city expansion. What's up, Erika? Nice to see you here. First live stream, I guess. Hello, first name, last name. Nice to see you again. Glad you could make it. Alright, fellas. So, we have a lot of work to do in this city. It's still in its very early stages, so perhaps we can give it a little bump this evening. We have been working during the last live streams on our downtown area. So on the last stream we completely developed this area and we zoned all of this, placed the parks, as well as this soccer field. This park maintenance depot as well as the road maintenance depot, so we have a couple of areas dedicated for services and facilities. And we've wrapped the episode by building this very unique entrance area for the Corondum Condoms, which is a signature building for residential. But today I think we can take a break of working on the downtown area, and I was thinking that we could work on our specialized industry, namely our farms, which are going to be developed in this area of the map, so to this side of the river on both areas. Now I already have a couple of farms over here, but these are just normal grain farms, and you know, we are going to expand this very modest industrial district all the way to this shore of the river and also to this area as well. So I'm thinking we can have a dedicated farm area on both shores of the river. And for that, I think I'm gonna use every single farming type. So vegetable farming, textile fiber farming, which require fertile land. And I think I'm going to fill the empty spots, you know, between the areas of fertile land with specialized industry that does not require any special land. So in other words, livestock farming and forestry industry. So that's pretty much the plan for this live stream. Hey Peter, nice you could make it. Welcome to the stream. Hello Samuka, glad to see you. You don't miss a single live stream. Thank you for being here. Hello Matt, good evening. Okay, so let's get down to business. So before I even buy any tile, I can think about the infrastructure plan that I want to take. I think I want to bring the highway all the way to this region, so it facilitates imports and exports, you know, because farming is an area or a region that's highly dedicated to heavy traffic, at least in theory. So we already have a highway segment, this one, that can be extended. And we need to cover it, or we need to bring a highway segment all the way until here, because this is going to be the area that we are going to dedicate for oil drilling, even though we are not going to develop this today. But we are going to take advantage of this fertile land spot, I think, this one as well on this margin, and these three ones over here as well, very close to each other. And I'm thinking we can bring the highway through here, through this margin, and try to make it organic looking. But then it can, at this point, it can diverge and make a bridge crossing to this area of the map, coming through here, and gently wrapping around this spot of fertile land, and eventually connecting to the city. More specifically, this avenue that I'm going to extend all the way here, and then both junctions can connect. In addition to that, the highway can also diverge at roughly the same spot and come at around over here and provide access to all of the farms that are going to be in this area. I also need to keep in mind that I will eventually want to build a cargo station in this spot, so I need to reserve some area for that, and I think this is more than enough area. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan. I think we can start buying some tiles. We have a lot of available tiles, thankfully. So I think we're gonna need these two, all of these for the time being. Maybe we can even go a bit further and buy these ones as well. And these ones as well. So this is a total of 17 tiles. I think that's going to be more than enough. Let me just take a look at the available fertile land slots. So we're also going to need these two, and I think I'm also going to buy this one. I think actually let's buy these ones as well, because I don't want to be limited. This one I don't think I'm going to use because it's too far away, but if I ever need to expand it, I can just extend the layout all the way through here, and we can use this spot as well. But for the time being, I think this is going to be enough, so let's buy all of this, and now we can start working on the roads. Hello Stefano, welcome to the stream. Okay, oh, by the way, I need to adjust the game volume because I muted it for the intro. So let's go for the 2-lane highway. Let's upgrade this segment. Now we can start building stuff. So I think I want to use this view for reference, as well as the contour lines, just in case. Oh boy, I do not see anything. Maybe this view is not the best after all. So let's go all the way here. Wonder if I want to wrap around here, or maybe we can go in between the trees, I suppose. Something like this. Okay, that's good enough for me. Now let's bring it to this area of the river. And I think, let's see, how do I want to do this? How is this going to look? Do I enjoy this? Well, it's pretty horizontal. Doesn't look half bad. I think realistically, the highway would not be curved because there's a lot of extra costs involved in building something like this. Ideally, it would be straight to be for the segment to be as minimal as possible, you know, with the minimal length. So perhaps it should be adjusted for that. So let's rebuild this. I think it would actually, it could be cool to have it like this perhaps. Mm-hmm. Do I mind if it's curved? That's the real question. Well, I suppose a little curve is not going to hurt anybody, right? Now let's make a segment here. And I think for the time being I'm just going to use a regular roundabout. This is a highway, but this is more of a rural area, so there's not going to be a lot of residential and high density traffic here. So it should not be a problem. Now let's try and take advantage of these spots that we have for fertile land. In fact, it could actually be easy to just continue the avenue. So how far do I want to go with a straight road? This should be good enough. Okay, and then perhaps we can change the layout orientation here. Hello, KK. From Scotland, it should be pretty late over there, no? It's 9 PM over here, so I'm assuming Scotland is pretty much the same or similar time. No, you know what? I think I'm gonna go straight after all. Not enjoying how this is turning out to be. Let's adjust the terrain level, and I want the elevation change to be as close as possible to 0. Right here is 0.1. That is good enough for me. This is a good way to achieve a perfectly horizontal bridge. Now we can start bringing it to the ground level. Okay. Let's just adjust this for the new segment. I'm actually wondering if it's worth to do something like this. And we can just adjust it. No, you know what? I don't really like it. So let's just keep a normal connection for the time being. Okay, sure. Okay, so now we need to think how we're going to connect this avenue to this one and how it's going to, how is the highway going to diverge and flow through this area. Let me just see where are the fertile land spots. So there's only one here, so perhaps it can go through the middle of this, perhaps through these patches of trees in between, you know. Hold on. That's to try and make the highway wrap around the trees. How do I like this? Seems a bit too curvy for me. Perhaps it doesn't need to be this curvy. Maybe a slight curve like this is more appropriate. I think that's going to work for what we want. Let me just take a look at the fertile land spots. Okay. Hello, guy. Nice to see you. Yeah, SMS Portugal. Yep. Have you experienced tunnel glitching underwater? No, I have not heard about it yet. First time hearing it. About that glitch. Hello, Master Dork. Amazing name. Portland. So greetings from the USA from our friend Master Dork. Hello, Hinksman. Yes, all is well. Yes, I do love lo-fi music. I think it's great to for the stream, you know, because it's more of a chill stream. So I think it's appropriate. And it's nice to play this game while listening to it. And yeah, working as well. Whenever I need to do something and get in the zone, this is actually one of the types of music that I listen to as well. Hello, Sofian from Indonesia. Welcome to the stream. Basically, you can see water in tunnels. Yeah, well... Part of Portugal for summer holiday? I've never heard about that place that you're referring to. Which part of Portugal is that? Is that to the north, to the center, to the south? Must be a small village. Because I never heard of it. So do I want to keep going with this road, or do I want to just curve it? Then start working on the layout, you know, something like this. Okay, small roundabout here. Then we can figure out how we want to develop this. And for this part, No, this is not what I wanted to do. I want to connect to the roundabout. I mean, I suppose we could do that. Let's keep it for the time being. I'm actually enjoying this effect that's doing over here. So, the small village in Algarve. Oh, okay. Those Portugal 11 historic Roman sites worth visiting? Yes, there's a couple of them. There's a couple of them in Lisbon. Downtown area of Lisbon, you got like an ancient theater or something like that. You can see like the amphitheater. Then you also have two big, quote-unquote big sites. I believe the most famous ones are in Coimbra and Miróbriga. Therefore they're at the central part of the country, but for me they're just like, you know, because they're so old, you can only see the foundations of the houses, which are like tiny rooms, and the walls have pretty much fallen over, so there's no actually complete houses, there's no ceilings, no anything. You can only see the beginning of the walls, you know, they're like 20 to 30 centimeters tall, which is like 2 or 3 feet tall. So it's basically a bunch of small walls that you can hop over. But you can kind of get an idea of what the layout of the sites were. Hey Dave the Goliath, excited to watch you live. Been watching you since OG Design and Manage. Hey man, thank you for sticking around and for coming to the stream. Love your style, glad you're still making content. Yes, I am, and City Skylines 2 has been a very motivating force for me to continue. Can you understand Brazilian Portuguese? Yes, of course. What is your thoughts on CS1 and CS2? I watch other CS gamers having problems and also play without mods. Yes, I play without mods. In fact, there are no mods for City Skylines 2 for the time being. My thoughts on City Skylines 2, I enjoy it. You know, it still has a lot of problems. It's a very unpolished game when it comes to performance, and also the economy is also not very polished. But I think it's a very nice foundation for the next city building meta, at least for the next decade. Okay, so unlike what we've done here, I think I want to use the dirt road to outline the coastal area of our farms. I think that will make it look a bit better, and eventually, if it looks good, I can bring that same strategy to this area as well. But for the time being, I think I want to start over here, because this is where the farms start. And I can pretty much go along the coastline. I think I can go under the bridge. Yes, I can. That's cool. And now we need to go all the way over there. Perhaps I think I'm gonna hold on to that. Perhaps we can develop this farm area first, or at least the basic road structure. So how big is the farm again? Let me just take a look at it. Oh, it's plenty big. I think one of them can cover pretty much this entire area. And perhaps we can have a small one over there, who knows. So let's see, how do I want to outline this small farm area? Maybe I can make a perpendicular road. Okay, sure. Sure. And now I can bring an additional rod over here. How do I like that? I'm not sure I want a straight road here. Perhaps let's curve it a little bit. And then connect it... Do I want to connect it to this roundabout? Sure, let's do it for the time being. And let's bring it and connect it over here as well. Let's close it a little bit. Okay, good enough. Good enough for a nice start. Now let's close it off with some, not helis, but dirt roads. So I think I want to finish the layout over here. Okay. And now, how big are these farms? Let me just check the size again. So I even think one of them could cover the entire area. But you know what? Let's make two. See if I can split the terrain over here. Okay. Now we can place our farms. So I think I am going to have... So we have vegetable and we have textile farming. I think I'm gonna put a... Oh, but this only covers the middle ground. Let's try to adjust this a bit better. Oh, this is a pathway. My mistake. What I want is a normal road. Perhaps we can even make it a bit curved. Man, these road tools, they are... I get really confused with them sometimes. So let's see. I think I'm gonna put some textile farming here. Okay. Now we can cover all of this. It's not going to be completely efficient because of this weird, not weird, that this area to the corner is and to the top is white, so there's no fertile land here, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. Lightly wrapping around our dirt roads. There we go. Here's our first farm. Very organic looking, very natural, very smooth. Hello, Belle, what's up? The guy dragged me into CS and disappeared. Hey man, sorry about that, but you know, life happens. Life gets in the way. Ooh, this is not good at all. Why does it do this, man? Let me guess. I will have to build everything again. Oh no, look at that. I can adjust the terrain without having to delete the farm. That's perfect. So you can just do something like this and it should make everything look a bit better. Actually, let's go a bit further. Okay, there you go. Now let's put another farm here. And I think this time we're going for vegetable, and perhaps I'm not going to cover the entire top area. Or do I want to do that? I actually wanted to cover everything, but I don't really feel like bringing another road from the bottom. So you know what? I think I have an idea. I am going to build let's try to find a way to do this. I'm gonna split this area in two, and I think this is a good area, or an adequate area to put some animal farming as well. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of fertile land, but I think that's okay, right? No one's going to mind. So vegetable farming here, okay. Come on, what's going on? Well, whatever. And again, we are not going to be taking advantage of the full terrain, because there's a bit that's not fertile. There we go. Again, let's adjust this. Okay, cool. Now let's put some livestock farming here. This is going to be a bit messed up, isn't it? Let's relocate it. Why can I not relocate these farms? I need to bulldoze them and put them again. Let's try it like this. There's a big fence right on top of the road. Do I mind this? I think I mind this elevation gap a bit more. What if we put it on this side instead? No, I think we'll have to put it in the middle, guys. Unfortunately. So we can put it here. Okay, there you go, small livestock farming, and it's missing power. Oh boy, this is an issue. Nobody warned me. So what's going on? Power station overload because it's producing way too much power than it needs. Okay. So I think we need to produce another power line. In fact, I think we already have well, if we put some wind turbines here, we would take advantage of the full power, but I think I want to reserve the wind turbines to another video, you know, to a more dedicated location. So I think I'm gonna just put another coal power plant for the time being, and I think for this I need to extend the road a bit further. Okay, this should be enough to fix our issues. Seems that we have sewage problems. Where is my sewage stuff? Oh, we also need another one of these. Okay. Not worrying about ecological treatment solution for the time being. Okay, this is fixed, I think. And same thing with water. I need another one. Oh, by the way, I'm here building additional stuff, but I don't even know if the budget... Oh, there you go. The budget was at 60%, so perhaps we don't even need this one. Sewage treatment. What happens if I delete this one? Okay, decrease a little bit, but you know, we still have more than enough. So it was a budget issue. How's power, by the way? At 100%, but perhaps we didn't need the electrical station in the first place, right? Right, it's producing only this much, and it's exporting 27%. I think that issue that we had was related to the sewage situation. Because right now, yeah, it's working as intended with just one of them. So we're gonna keep this one disabled for the time being, and then when we need it, we can just enable it. Okay. Let's just connect this back. Okay, cool. Let's get back to work. Oh, a lot of comments. Hold on a second, let me read this. Livestock doesn't need fertile land. Yes, it does not. But this one needs, and what I was referring to is that oh, now you cannot see it, but the top part of this layout does not have any fertile land, so this thing is not taking advantage of it. So that's what I meant. But this is livestock farming, and it doesn't need any fertile land. And because this part of the layout does not have any fertile land or has very little, that's why I decided to split the layout in half and dedicate this to livestock farming. Why didn't they place random buildings on a field? It looks kind of unrealistic. I don't think it looks unrealistic. I just don't like that the terrain does this thing and that the buildings don't adapt to the terrain elevation, because this is the kind of building, for example, this greenhouse, that would be adjusted to the terrain level. There's no need to flatten everything. It just gives me additional work to, you know, to have to come here and adjust the terrain to make it look better, or at least not horrible, you know. This one is still a bit... And because this one spawns so close to the central building, I cannot do anything with this. It will have to have this weird elevation right between both of them. A target watching Australia, it's 8:30 AM. Hey man, really early for you, Mick. Enjoying the stream, thank you, thank you, thank you. See, it is going very well. Yes, it is. Very excited for it. Thank you for the great content. No problem, my man. Actually, I could make a video on this game, but it's too laggy. Have you tried to lower the quality settings? Upgrade. I'm assuming you guys were referring to the power plant, which cannot be upgraded. Or perhaps you were referring to the sewage outlet. Yeah, you guys are right. It would have been a better solution to just upgrade it. But it was not necessary, thankfully. Sorrific says, any tips for industrial zones? I always have high demand, but the buildings look ugly together. I don't think they look ugly, man. I think they look very, very well. I'm assuming you're referring to generic industry. The only problem with these buildings is scale, you know. A building like this would be much bigger than what they are right now. The way they are at the moment, you have like a factory with I don't know, this kind of factory would be 10 times bigger and would not have 7 employees and would definitely not be the same size as a small house, you know. That's weird. Have you ever heard of a way to export water? Yeah, I think if you connect the water to the edge of the map, you know, as an outside connection, you just make a pipe and extend it here to the outside of the city limits. It will automatically make a water connection and you can export water that way. Are you able to remove sidewalks on roads? No, but I could upgrade this to a lane, which is probably what I should have done, to be honest. Not a lane, sorry, an alley. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because there's not a lot of activity here, so I think I'm gonna do that. Okay. There we go, and this thing needs to be adjusted. Yeah, I know you meant your own city, Sorific, but I don't know, if you space them a bit further apart, perhaps it would look better, I don't know, or just try to make a layout that's not a square, you know, a normal grid. Try to make your industry alongside the coastline, you know, like I did, and it will force to have your industrial zones to have a more organic layout, I suppose. I think that could be a good way of doing it. Could you please have your game file? I'm not sure if I want to share my game files, at least not at this point. Perhaps in the future. I'll also look a lot dirtier than a lot of those actual industries would be. I agree with you, Erica. Again, you know, for the factories that I've seen, you know, in my life, you know, in real life, in my country, like a factory like this one, for example, expelling this amount of smoke, it would have to be a factory, it would have to be like this size, the size of this entire lot that I'm highlighting with my mouse. It would be something like this. Really, really big, really gigantic. No, I don't even know which kind of factory could be this small, you know. Maybe a small factory, but definitely not with these huge chimneys. Does anyone know how long a tree needs to grow? Hey man, I'm still waiting for this to grow as well. But a lot of time. A lot of in-game time. Now that you speak about trees, I don't want to forget to plant mine as well. So I think I want to decorate the entire coastline with trees. So I'm using pines. Like these. Spruces as well, if I can find them. There we go. And I also want to put some chestnuts, because, you know, Chestnut Valley. Okay, and then we can expand. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna expand all the trees to this area and fill the entire coastline, so you don't have to wait for the trees to grow, even though I'm not gonna build anything here for the time being. Now some chestnuts as well. Belle, thank you for the $2. Thank you for the super chan, for the super thanks. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you for enjoying and for supporting the stream and the content. The game does not automatically delete trees that are underwater. Yeah, it is what it is, my man. Oh, look, we have a small tractor here. And what kind of things are these? We have some chickens. Some pigs. Do we have cows? No, I suppose not. But we should adjust the terrain here as well. Okay. Okay, much better. It still looks a bit weird, you know, like over here and stuff, but can't have everything, I guess. Okay, so first farm area done. Let's move on to this area. And let me take a look. So we have some fertile land over here. Over here as well. I think we can make some forestry in the middle, you know. And perhaps even make a small village. That would look nice. A small village to provide workers for the farms. Need to think about that, but well, let's just keep on expanding the layout, and maybe we'll have some more ideas as we keep going. See, we need to be careful because there's a weird terrain gaps over here. I want to continue my farms all the way here. I think this curve needs to be a bit better looking. Okay. And we also need to think about a way, because I'll eventually need to make a bridge to come to this side, you know. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna build that bridge with a local road or with a highway. And I'm still not satisfied with this curve. Yeah, sure, I guess. Yeah, I think this is okay. You tried City Skylines 1 on PS4, not as good as the PC version. Well, PC also allows you to have mods, so that's important to some people. Okay, so I'm having the highway coming through here, but I'm wondering if I shouldn't come through this side of this bush of trees instead. You know? Come through here and eventually cross the river. Because I'm thinking how I wanna develop a farming land here. Oh, I'm definitely going to fill this with a small village, I think, that I need to keep in mind, you know. So the wind is blowing over there. So if I build any polluting industry here, it will blow it all the way here. But what could we build here? Only ore industry, you know. I wonder if ore industry is polluting. Let me take a look at it. Air pollution medium. Okay, so it does pollute quite a bit. So I cannot build, if I plan to build a village over here, you know, I cannot build an art industry here because it will blow all the pollution towards the city, which is no bueno. I think I'm gonna go with a, gonna substitute the 4-line for a 1-way because there's not going to be a lot of traffic here, I suppose. And do I want to curve it here? Okay, this is cool. I'm gonna build yet another roundabout here. If the game allows me to. It does not, because it's dumb. But I do not want to lose this road. I think it's going to be useful as well. Let's see if I can convert it to a normal highway as well. Perhaps we can bring it a bit to the right. And no, I cannot build another connection. So perhaps... How can I do this? Well, I suppose we can do this, you know. It kind of bothers me that the game does this stuff sometimes, you know. But I think it's a easy fix. Or maybe not, because the game completely messes up with the roundabout lines. But well, whatever, we can fix it later. Now we need to figure out a way to cross to the other part of the river. And I think Hey there, enjoying your video from Australia? Hey Mick. Make a roundabout there? Maybe. Maybe I should do that. But it's a bit better now. Let's just figure out the main infrastructure of the area. And then we can focus on that. But I think, you know, I think I'm gonna make a bridge here. But the question is, do I want to start bridging right here and make a super tall bridge? Would I even make a bridge here? Is this even a good location for a bridge? Or should I just connect this area with a highway here? Decisions. Well, one thing's for sure. I am going to need to make a road here because there's some fertile land here. Let's curve this a bit more. Let's give it a bit more character, shouldn't we? Yeah, there we go. There's a very deep elevation change here. I don't even think I can bring a highway through here, can I? No, it's too steep. So this is a bummer. And I don't want to terraform this area a lot, because I really like the, you know, the steep terrain, and I would like to preserve it if possible. Just out of curiosity, how would a bridge at this area look like? You know, if I make something here. I feel like it needs to be a bit sooner, you know, the elevation change. Let's try to get as horizontal as possible. So this is minus 0.1, that is acceptable. Okay. I think I'm fine with that. That non-paved road should split right at the beginning of that cliff, one going up the hill, one going to your current road at the bottom. Maybe. Maybe we can do something. Oh boy. Can I get it to the ground level again? There we go. I wonder, does this look alright? Yes, it does. Looks very alright. But this needs to be paved. And do we even have some bridges, some good bridges that we can use here? This one no, because the distance is too long. 2-lane truss arch bridge, so we cannot even make... How would a bridge like this look like? Is this a dirt road or a... No, it's a paved road. So, oh, there we go, another milestone. But do we want a bridge like this, guys? It's a bit too close, no? I think I wanna... If I'm gonna make a bridge here, I want it to be a bit open so that drivers can appreciate the view. So I don't think I want a wooden bridge like this one. So maybe we should go for this one instead, you know, and convert this to a bigger road. Oh yeah, look at that. Will you look at that? What are you drinking, bro? I am drinking some tea and I'm about to go make some more because this one is cold already. I like the old covered bridges, but they're best on little crossings. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think this one is adequate for this, because this one is going to provide access to some industry and maybe even possibly a small village in this area. So yeah. Much better. Yeah, I agree. I think this one is better. But that means we need to upgrade. Or do we need to upgrade? I'm thinking if I should upgrade this road as well. Well, this one can be bridge as well, right? Can I upgrade this one? I cannot. This is a bit weird. Can I not curve this bridge? Oh no, it does something like this instead. Okay, that's interesting. But I think I wanna retain this this curve that I have because it looks cool. And let me see if I can upgrade the road on the bottom, so that don't forget about this later. But I think, well, I cannot even upgrade this one because of the what's the problem here? Is it the pillar, really? Overlapping items. Oh, so if I disable the guidelines, it works much better. I'm not sure if I want to upgrade it. Maybe just here for the bridge. But I'm gonna keep the rest as a paved road. And I'm not really sure if I want all of this to be paved. I think we should bring this road to the top, you know, to create an access point. And let's see if I can do that from here. Come on, let's go to the ground floor. Come on, let's do this. It's asking me to make a tunnel, but I don't think a tunnel would be very realistic here, right? Let's see how it looks, just for the sake of curiosity. You know what? I actually don't think it looks that bad. Maybe this entrance is a bit scuffed, but you know what? I actually like this, surprisingly. Maybe ride that road along the side of the cliff for a cliffside view. That's also very possible. But we can actually do both, you know. See all the guidelines. Don't really like this connection, how it turned out. I'm really enjoying the way this is turning out to be. You know, this little mountainside. But I'm not so sure about this this connection, because it kind of makes a weird angle. Okay, I can live with this. Maybe the wooden bridge could be an older bridge not used anymore. Perhaps, who knows? Maybe we can do that when we start decorating this area. Why would you build a bridge there? You know, here? I'm assuming you're speaking about this one, right? If so, this was just a test. This is not a bridge. I just wanted to see how it would look. This bridge will bring access to this side of the river, but before we start working on it, perhaps we can start building the infrastructure here for the farms. And let me take a look at the natural resources again. So we have 3 spots of fertile land, which we can take advantage of. So we can build some farms here, here, and here. Then I'm thinking this side can be, you know, this half moon shape can be forestry. And we can also complement with some livestock farming as well. What's happening here? Lack of high skilled labor. What do you mean? Oh, they need educated workers. Okay. But do we not have educated workers? I suppose not. Apparently. Or do they need transportation here? That's another thing. Perhaps we should start thinking about public transport, like a bus line that brings people to these farms. Or maybe I can just start making, you know, the village that I was talking about. Now this thing perhaps should not be a highway anymore. Maybe I can convert this to a normal road. Okay, our forestry will be zoned on this side and our farms on this side. So perhaps it shouldn't even be a street, it should be an alley, you know? Let's see. Let's disable this. Upgrade it right through the middle. This elevation change is a bit unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. And okay, let's take a look. Perhaps the small village can be here, with very good access to the highway, and also because it's a kind of a big area. As an American, I think the map should be filled with highway interchanges. Well, the map follows an European template. So that's what we're going for. Oh man, but this looks really great, this spaghetti junction, you know, really like it. Should I make a small access point here, you know, for the for people who come here, they don't have to do a weird turn. It's also very unfortunate that yet you do not have one-way alleys. Alleys are all two-way, but perhaps we can make one connection here. And I don't think it's going to create a lot of traffic here, but if it does, we can adjust it later. Now, how do I want to do this? Let me take a look. Okay, so this is going to be most likely 2 farms to take advantage of the whole area. So one here, another there. Maybe we can go alongside the patches of roads, of trees, sorry. And we've got a very steep slope, so perhaps we need to curve a bit earlier. And do this kind of shape instead. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that coverage. Now I just need to adjust the connection here because it looks a bit weird. Oh man, I didn't want to do this, but I was trying to do it the lazy way. But apparently I'll have to And still it did not look as good as I wanted it to look. Okay, let's do this again. Let's disable the guidelines. And connect it here. Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. Perhaps this small loop is unnecessary. Ah, come on, what's happening? I was doing so well. Now I'm completely messing this up. Okay, there we go. Now, how do we want to split our farms? Because this area will need to be split in two. Should we just make something like this? And maybe turn this into a dirt road? Ooh, this is bad. So we need to connect it in a different way. And the farm should end at about here. Trying to make this as organic as possible, but I still feel like it could be improved, because I don't really like this odd shape. Maybe when it's filled it's going to be a bit different, but I don't know. think I wanna make a road. So perhaps this can be the main access road that connects to the village. And that means this needs to connect in a different way. And this road can be continued and go alongside the trees. Eventually connect here and then connect to the rest of the village. And now that that's done, we can do the same here. Into small upgrades, upgrade this segment as well. And perhaps this can be kept as a dirt road, I believe. And let's see, where does the farm end? So it's roughly at about here. Let's make a small dirt road to highlight the end of the farm. I want to connect it straight. Do I want to curve it? Am I gonna need to now this one is pretty much covered, and this one as well, so there's no need to divide this this layout even further. Maybe I can just make a connection there. Okay, so this is going to be, oh, and look at that, we're getting to fall, and trees are turning brown. But anyway, this is going to be farmland, forestry. Maybe some forestry here as well, or maybe we can keep it. And then we can have a small density of houses here. I think that's going to be it. I admire your skills in this, even more so live. Awesome, man. Thank you, boss. Thank you for appreciating the stream and the content. So, what kind of farms can I place here? I already have 2 grain farms, so I think I'm gonna keep with vegetable and textile. Let's put a vegetable farm here. Over all of these. If I feel like this is too bland, perhaps I can retract the layout a little bit and add a row of trees or something. And there you go. And again, we need to adjust the terrain. Maybe not this much, but enough so it is unnoticeable, the difference. Okay, and now we can make... What kind of farm do I want to build here? Another textile farming farm here, perhaps? Here we go. There you go. Oh, and this one has some... Are they supposed to be here? They're like wild animals that were already here, right? They should despawn soon, I suppose? Well, anyway. Adjusting the terrain time. Again, this is super weird. I mean... I don't really want to extend the road here. I think this is an access road already. I would be creating an access road on an access road, which is dumb. But I think this is fine. And you know what? I don't like how, you know, the farming lines do not align with one another. It's a bit weird. So maybe I should place another farm here and create more farms in the same tile or in the same area to mix things a little bit. And let's see, if I place a forestry industry, I just want to test something, because this is actually going to be the first time that I will be building forestry. I want to know what happens. Wait, why is this not working? Okay, fine. Let's place it here. And I'm noticing already that the harvestable area is much bigger. I was trying to put it on this small area to test, but perhaps we can keep this as a small natural park for the people here. And we can place the forestry industry over here instead. But do I want to build it on this road directly? Or do I want to build another access road for this? I think I want to build another access road that goes alongside here. I think that will be better. But before that, I haven't connected these two roads together. So let's do that. Not gonna build a advanced highway network here because this is going to be deleted later, or at least adjusted for when I'm building the cargo station, which is going to be placed somewhere around here. So it can be kept as a small roundabout. Do a width one there. I don't think we have much of those. I actually have two of them, my friend. These ones over here, they are both grain farms. It would be cool if they added roads with irrigation ditches and narrow roads with passing places. Yeah, those kinds of details would be nice, but you know, it's details. And there's a lot of details that could be done within a city building game. Most of them will be implemented via mods, I suppose. People will eventually create those. Hello Steven, howdy target from Northwest, from Allenstone, USA, where it currently rains and so on. It's a chilly 35 degrees. 35 degrees, I'm assuming that's Fahrenheit. How much is that to Celsius? Let me see. That's 1.6 degrees Celsius, so almost freezing temperatures. Farms look good as they are. Keep on keeping on. Yep, I think I like them as well. Let's see how it looks, you know, the entire thing when it's done. But yeah, I'm enjoying it as well. Now I want to build a small access road here. Which is not small, it's just an access road. Okay, this is a nice access road, and I think we can build our forestry industry here. So let's put it here, I suppose. Let's put it right in the middle, so we can cover a lot of area. Am I doing this right? I can see this type of industry is placed differently. Do I wanna... Let's cut it short. Let's see what happens if I do something like this. What's the shape that this is going to take? I think it is not going to create a fence, right? It's just going to create a slightly darker green soil, you know, in the location where this is being defined. But we'll see. Again, I repeat, this is the first time building this type of farm, so I'm not really sure how this is going to look. But from what I've seen from other streams, it's just a slightly green, darker green area. Yeah, I see. So it kind of creates this brownish area, which is fine, I suppose. Does this spawn any trucks or something? Because it's a bit boring, right? Like this. It's actually kind of nice because it doesn't destroy the terrain, which is cool. But it would be interesting to see some lumberjacks. But I don't think this type of building spawns that. Do you guys happen to know that? If there's anything going on with this type of forestry industry? Forestry industries don't get rid of trees if that's what you're worrying about. No, I was just wondering how the terrain would look like. Because I knew that it was going to have a slightly different shade of green, but this is perfectly acceptable. It's actually quite interesting as well. Yeah, I believe that there's vehicles. Oh, that would be amazing, man. To see some trucks coming through the trees. Hey, Steven. Congratulations on your bronze medal. I've seen your comment on my latest video. Congratulations on the medal for your tournament. Okay, so let's make another one. Actually, you know, I think I wanna expand this a bit further. Take advantage of this entire area. Okay, now the other forestry industry that I place here can take care of the rest. I can even make this road split over here and come on top of the tunnel and bring access to this area and make another forestry industry here. That would be nice. But do I want to do that? Do I want to interrupt this very nice patch of trees? Actually, I think I do. Okay, so let's see. Let's try to follow the contour lines. All right, that's not bad, I suppose. But if I'm gonna do something like this, I don't want to split the way it is right now. I think I want to do something a bit more what's the word? Continuous, you know? Make one continuous road. If I can, of course. Okay, now this one can connect at a straight angle, like this. Okay, and now both farms just have to adjust. Before that, okay. Now let's adjust the same thing on this side. Okay. Oh, look at that! I found it! The small tractor! Man, this looks so nice. This makes me really happy. It's a log loader. It would be nice that it could actually pick logs, you know, and stuff, and not just despawn randomly. How is the Chestnut coming along? Bully Bulldog, it's going very well. See for yourself, my man. And ignore the abandoned buildings and the fires and the high range status. That's not important. I watch a lot. Also, Cesardo's, Overcharged Egg, and Beef. Yeah, those are very valuable names. How are the seasons on the game? Does it make the game lag a lot more? No, not really. I mean, if it's raining, you could have some FPS drops because of all the, you know, raindrops. But overall, I don't think seasons are the what's causing the performance issues of the game. Where can I read the instructions of the game? There are no instructions, my man. You just have to, you know, watch some tutorials on YouTube. You know, and visit the public forums and Reddit. Those are very good places to get information about the game, if that's what you're after. People are very helpful on Reddit, you know, on the City Skylines subreddit and on the official forums. There's a lot of information available, and as well as on the YouTube videos, so you just have to look for it. But at the same time, this game is still very recent, so people don't know a lot about the game, or there's not a lot of concrete information about the game. There's still a lot of things to fine-tune and to discover, I believe. Like, I don't know, people fully grasp how the economy is supposed to work, or the education system is really, it's really weird, the education system here, because and I know they adjusted it because it was bugged, but the high school is unlocked very early, but it's very rare for you to have demand for high schoolers. But maybe I just haven't played the game long enough. Maybe the demand only comes after you place a high school, I don't know. Some people told me that as well. That could be true. Okay. Okay, there you go, another forestry industry, and I'm thinking if I should build a third one here. But let's see, how many employees does this thing hire? 20. Maybe I'm just gonna keep these two for the time being, but if that's the case, then I wanna adjust this a little bit better and make a more interesting angle. Actually, let's take full advantage of the zoning area. Not the zoning area, the available area for extraction. Not sure about this angle. I think I'm gonna take it away. Okay. This works for me. Now let's take a look at our production. So we're making a very surplus of grain. So we don't need to place any more grain farms for the time being. We have a small livestock industry, but we're still importing some of it, so we need to build more of these. We have a small surplus of vegetables. Oh, and it seems that the game automatically adjusted for the farms that we have, so now we have a huge surplus of wood, small to medium surplus of grain. We need to build more livestock. We definitely need to build more vegetables. Textile farming is alright for the time being. And yeah, that's all the farms that we have so far. I think for the vegetable farm, I am going to place it right here. And I don't think I'm going to make a road. Or maybe I should. Perhaps I should make a dirt road here. Just to separate the farm area from the cliffs. Okay, and now let's disable the guidelines. was thinking about making it a interesting curve, but I think I'm just gonna end it at a straight road. So like this. Or maybe here instead. Am I going to buy this style? Because I feel like this road could go upwards the hill and then connect somewhere around here to the civilization. And this way will provide additional ways to get into this farm. I actually think I'm gonna adjust the road to the fertile land area. I think it's gonna make it look a bit more interesting. Okay. I feel like this should be adjusted. Okay, cool. So I think we can end it here, but perhaps just make a small curve, so it's continuous, you know. Okay, and this is taking me way longer than I expected to make a small section of land. It's ridiculous. Okay, and I cannot connect it there because slope is way too high, but that's fine. We can actually continue this, as this will make good land for the coop, the livestock farming. So perhaps we can build another farm for that particular type here. Okay, so let's make our vegetable farm. I think I want to zone it here. Okay. Follow the coastline. Which is not a coastline, by the way, it's just a road. Wait, what? This is weird. Let me try and adjust this. Come on. Okay. I need to adjust the terrain. Of course I do. Okay, that works for me. And oh man, look at this. I'm gonna leave it as is because I think they despawn and then they get rebuilt somewhere else, or maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong, so I should make those adjustments right now. Okay, better. Not perfect, but it works, you know. These tractors have quite a punch, so you can go uphill. Oh man, there's a lot of comments. Sorry guys, I haven't been paying attention because I'm too focused on this. Munib Farouk, thank you so much for the super thanks. Thank you for supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. High school has a thing for having much less students compared to the other schools. Yeah, that's what I've noticed. When I play, say, Skylines 1, I usually have the elementary and high school when they come available. Yeah, that's something that I should think about. I already have high school in this town, but it's disabled. So I should probably enable it somewhere in the future, in the near future. Education is still weird. Placing extra schools most of the time just helps for no reason. The stats are still weird sometimes in this game. Agreed. So I think I should enable my high school and see if that helps with the education status for high school. I need to leave. Have fun, guys. Thank you, OQ. Thank you for watching. You probably are already gone, but thank you for watching the stream. In the high view, you have a better view of the import and export. Yeah, I don't really use it that much, but it's somewhere around here, right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's true. This is actually a better view, I think. So we're exporting a lot of grain and a lot of wood, which makes sense. Then cotton and vegetables. And the rest is just generic industrial production. Speedrunning the game to Megalopolis? I suppose you could do that if that's your sort of thing. I'm not really into that, so... Okay, I said I was going to build a livestock farm here, but I don't think I want to do that, to be honest. I think I want to build it somewhere else. I think I want to keep this place empty because I like it the way it is. Perhaps we can put some service buildings here or something like that. Something more appropriate. Before I forget, it's actually a good time to save the game. Just in case, you know, accidents happen. I still have a spot for fertile land here, so I think I'm gonna build a textile farm here, and then I'm gonna build a livestock farm right next to it. And I still haven't used this area of the map. But maybe I don't need to build everything at the same time, you know, maybe I can just... how do I get rid of this view? There we go. Because these farms are already complaining about the lack of workers, so perhaps I should tone it a bit down, the production. And then expand the population a bit more, build a small village, then we can resume. I think I want to build a... I want to build a very curved road here, or maybe something like this instead. I actually like the super curved. Why is this not working? Oh, it's the slope, really? Let's just bring it all the way here. And this road can be an alley, so a small road. And we can now build our farm. So let's see, should I build textile? So this is... Can I have a view of the different farms that I have? No, they all... Because they all look the same to me. They all look the same, and I wanted to see how much vegetables I have. So this one is vegetables, vegetables, cotton, vegetables, and cotton. So maybe I should build another vegetable farm, I suppose. Let's go by quantity. So I'm producing 250 tons of grain per month. Why am I producing so much grain? These farms are not that big. 78 employees, 61 employees. Not in... Oh, I see. These guys don't have enough employees. Yeah, I should hurry up with the village, or at least zone some more houses so that I have enough workers for this. But for the time being, I'm just gonna finish with this farm. And this one ends right about there. Interesting. If I build a straight road cutting across, will this look good? No, because it's not even possible. But I can do it here. Do I want to do that? That's the question, though. Let's go alongside the elevation, I suppose. Do I enjoy that? I do not. I think it doesn't look good. So it needs to go. Well, we don't need to have a road here, right? Even though this area is super rich in fertile land. I don't think... Do I want to make a farm that goes all the way down the hill? Oh. I look at all these purple warnings and I thought they were... that there was something broken or something. Really scared me. But no, we're good. I'm thinking if I want to preserve this area, because if I put a farm here, it's going to delete all of the trees. And I'm not sure I want to do that, because I'm enjoying this hill. That area could be a place for a small park next to the vegetable farm. That is correct. Level 5 farm. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Samuka. That's a good point. Because they are older. So they have completely developed and upgraded. Yep. That's a good point. Maybe a park, maybe some shops. Maybe a maintenance building, for example. I'm a bit unsure if I wanna build a farm here. Maybe I don't need to fill the entire terrain. What if I just put a farm here and we call it a day, and then this area can be left alone? I think that could work. I think that could work. Do shops spawn in single square? No, they do not. Single square zoning spaces no longer exist. 1 by 1s, I mean. But there's one wide and 5 long, I think. Hello, Tank and Shadow. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it for the time being. I'm not gonna touch it. I think I'm gonna start developing um, the small village. I think I'm gonna close this gap here, then turn this into livestock, and then this can be the habitational part. So yeah, this could be livestock. I'm not sure if I don't want to build my houses right next to this patch of trees, because they are really inviting. There's activity nonetheless. I like how they fix the amount of traffic that spawns in these industries, because it's not realistic at all to have like 100 trucks coming out of a farm at the same time. And in City Skylines ones, that was a problem. You would see 50 trucks spawning out of a cargo train station whenever a train arrived to go to the farms. Or like 20 trucks filling a silo or a warehouse. Man, why did you build this one right next to the main building? This is a pain to fix now. And look, another one. Yes, we will have to deal with this, unfortunately. It is what it is. Looks like a place that only has 500 population with old farming country store, mom and pop restaurants. Yeah, I agree. This is going to be mostly low density. I'm not even going to put a school here. This is going to be a really small village, but I just need to figure out a way of doing the layout, so it'll be mostly organic and curved roads, I think. not sure I want to do this. I'm really actually not very good at making small villages. I'm never satisfied with how they end up looking because for this type of build you usually want organic layouts. I'm not really that good at making those. But I suppose we will want a street serving as the main road. Now coming all the way here. So we can make a street here. Let me just, sorry, adjusting the posture. Let's make a straight road instead. Perhaps we can follow the highway. So this can be the main structure of the of this area. This can actually be an alley, this road to the top. The houses here are not going to be very big. But there will be houses nonetheless, of course. I'm just making something that could resemble a grid, but it will not be a grid because it will have a lot of curved roads cutting through the buildings. Maybe this one shouldn't even be that curved. Okay, so perhaps we can do any regular shaped layout. I think this is a good solution or a good proposal. This one can be maybe I should curve it a bit sooner though. Okay. First I thought you were doing a yin yang city. No man, that's already been done, my friend. Should show more cinematic views from the ground. Yeah, I mean, kind of hard to do that while you're building, but one of the things that I actually liked about City Skylines 1, even though it didn't work that well, was the cinematic mode where you turned it on and then the camera started moving on its own and it would start follow random citizens. That would actually be cool to have here. So whenever I go, like, you know, grab more tea or something, I could roll that and you would be entertained. You would have something to look at while I was gone. Not look half bad actually. Don't want to make it too dense though. Sometimes you can tell if I'm building on a hill or a flatland. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of hard to tell. So maybe I don't want to fill this entire spot. Okay. So I'm going to build some shops at the center here. I think I'm gonna go, how about 2x2s? What kind of buildings do we get if we do 2x2s? Let's start with commercial, so one shop there. Another shop there as well. Let's see what pops in here. So small commercial, I think this is going to be enough to feed the entire area. Now we can add some small houses. So 3x3 here. I think I want to make a path there. This way we can put some more 3x3s. And I think can I hold on a second. Oh yeah, I have no demand for residential. But I do have for... Let's see. There's not a lot of jobs. Even though I have some farms, some new farms. I think these guys want educated jobs. Even though the majority of my population is poorly educated. Maybe they just need a way to get to this area. Maybe that's one of the issues. Because this is too far, they don't consider this as a job opportunity, you know, or a place that could potentially have jobs. Let's put a small park, small playground there. I think I wanna actually scoot it a bit over. Put it on this corner instead. Let's put the game on 3 speed. Let's add this adjust. There are a ton of issues in the city. You might have to take a look. I mean, this is all high rent, so I need to zone more houses soon. This is an abandoned building, it should be fixed. Yeah, we have a lot of abandoned buildings, but these are mostly houses which have collapsed because of the lack of jobs that we currently have, and eventually perhaps the farms are not enough to answer this particular question or this particular issue. Perhaps I will need to expand the industry here. There's a lot of room to fill here, and also on this side of the rail as well. Or we can even add another generic industry layout to the city. Okay. The majority of the positions that are open are for well-educated citizens, you see. We have 109 open positions, and most of them are for the pink people, you know, the well-educated, which demand college education. But I only have 16 people eligible for college, which is, you know... I think I'm going to enable my high school. Oh, it's here. So I don't have a lot of people eligible for high school. Only 199, but I heard that you could potentially get this number higher whenever you add the service available. So by adding the high school now, supposedly I should have more people eligible for the high school. And it's already filling up with students. We had 200 people eligible for high school, and I already have 156 students. Okay, that's good to see. So I wonder, do all the eligible students get enrolled in the high school? That's probably it, right? Getting pretty close. Oh, and it seems that one of them already got hurt. Jesus, they cannot do anything right. How can I expand this? I could add a second track and field. I actually didn't know about this. I thought there was a limit for this type of stuff, but apparently you can place another one. So this one, better chances of graduating, but you only have a dropout rate of 1%, so we don't need that. The school is enlarged to make room for more students. We also do not need that at this particular point. Let me take a look at this elementary school. Oh, so this one, 900 students out of 1000, so it's actually a good opportunity for us to add the extension. Do I want to place this? And it's 10,000 per month, but will this cause the nearby buildings to upgrade? I left quite a bit of room for this. And I think it could be placed here right next to the playgrounds. But our balance is so bad right now that I don't think I want to do that for the time being. Okay, so this fostered the need for more housing. So I think I am going to start doing that. I'm gonna place a high density building somewhere along here. Let's see what would be a good place for it. Good place for a large skyscraper. This is actually commercial. I'm gonna put the... I actually think I want to do this, the low rent housing. Do we have any of these? Let's see. How big is this building going to be? Not that big. I think we can make a bigger one. I want a big skyscraper. Maybe we should delete these ones instead. Or maybe I should leave it at that. Perhaps next time. Perhaps the next one we can replace one of these offices with a 6x6 high density building. See what happens. Let's put some more houses here. There's a lot of high rent problems over here, so I'm assuming that's because people want to buy houses here. At least that's an hypothesis, so let's start upgrading this stuff with medium density apartments. So let's see. Put one apartment there. Other one there. Oh, this is actually a good place for more apartments. This will all be apartments in the future, so because this is supposed to be a downtown area, it's supposed to be very populated. Especially next to the high school. This place should have a lot of density. And I suppose, actually, okay, let's have two of those over there. And we can add, try to keep things interesting. So I like to mix my stuff. Let's put some mixed residential there. And perhaps another medium density apartment over here. And replace these little houses. Okay. Nice little church or old building will look nice in that village. That is very true. But I don't think we have those. We do not. I don't think so, no. Yeah, maybe when mods come around. Let's just put another apartment here. Yeah, this is it. Is my assessment of the game by watching other City Skylines players. CS2 has a lot of bugs. Yeah, that's true. But they will eventually work it out. Okay, so completely depleted the demand for medium density. I thought this apartment was going to be bigger than this, to be honest. Kind of feel like demolishing it and creating another one here. But anyway, let's go back to our small village. Perhaps we need to... Well, look at that, it seems that they no longer have working issues. Okay. So we can postpone the zoning of our village to when we actually have more demand. Let me just adjust the layout here. Okay, let's get that a small curve. I even think I want to go a bit more aggressive than this. I always select the pathway by mistake. I don't like it. Let's plant some trees. Pines and some spruces. Okay, and I saw a lot of trees at the hills. I don't like this, so I'm gonna take them off. With a nice brush. Okay. Now I just need to wait for these boys to grow. You can even add a pathway alongside the terrain and make a small bridge. Let's take a look at the high school situation. Okay. So this is very nice progress. I think I'm gonna wrap the stream in a while. In just a little bit. But I'm thinking if I want to start developing the layout here for the farm. I don't think I like... I mean... Well, it's not that bad now that I look at it. I'm just gonna continue the and fill the entire area. I think it will look better. So we can keep it at that. Now let's adjust the terrain. It's extremely hilly. It's kind of hard to imagine a farm being set up here, but we'll keep it for the time being. It seems that we have some power issues already. Oh, and we're finally having some trouble providing power to the entire city. So let's activate this guy. This is nice. Let me take a look at my public transport. So this tram line is still very inefficient. Only 4% usage. But eventually I suppose I can bring the line all the way to the farmland. That will look nice, I think. That's an additional way for people to travel to their jobs, to their workplaces. I also think I want to adjust this terrain to look a bit different. Let's add some more medium density because the city is asking for it. So all of these buildings that are complaining about high rent can be replaced with medium density. Maybe we can even add a few mixed zoning. Or maybe not, let's just let them develop. Eventually we should add more parking lots, because I'm seeing a lot of cars parked in the street. But we'll wait for it. Now, about this layout. For finishing the stream, perhaps I can... a quick outline of the layout. So, how do I want this bridge to end? Another way would be to continue it all the way here and come through this plateau, and it would look something like this. How would this look? Kinda tempting. I'm kinda tempted to do this. Let's do it. What do you guys think? I think it looks good. From the top it doesn't look that good, because I don't know. Because this area is a bridge and this one is not that it's not built the same way, so it's not very symmetrical on either side. But if I pan the camera, oh, look at that. Maybe more curved? No, I don't think so. I think this curve is good enough. At least for me. Oh, and look at the view of the farm from this area. This looks amazing. This looks so nice. I think I already found the thumbnail for this video, guys. Look at this. I like it. Okay, so let's continue the road here. This might connect to eventually to this highway, and then we can make a small another you know, another small town to feed the oil industry, which is going to be right here. So that could be it. And as for this access point, I think we will have to bring the road through this gap. This is quite the ride, but I don't mind it. And I'm gonna make a quick connection. This is not going to be the final layout, but for the time being we can connect everything. Let me just make sure that I'm not going through any natural resources. Okay. Again, this is temporary. I just wanna make connections so that people can travel and go from one place to the other. And then there's going to be another access point here. Okay, and with this we can make our final farm for the time being. I think I'm gonna make a straight line separating both. And one of them is going to be... So I think we have a lot of... so this is vegetables, this is cotton. I think we can build another grain farm even though we are producing a lot of it. But I'm also assuming when we have all of our farms reach level 5, we'll eventually need more grain. Or the production of this is going to catch up to the production of these. So yeah. I'm going to build another grain farm. Let's go. Okay, so there we go. And it needs water. Okay, we can go... Do I want to go under the bridge? Let's just make a connection there. It's not ideal. It should be under a road or an access road, but because we don't have any nearby road, we can use that instead. Now, as for electricity, we can also build a small power line connecting both roads. And this one did not connect to this one. Wonder why. Thus we have a power line crossing the river here. Ideally, I like to place my power lines right next to the bridge, but because this bridge is way too tall, it wouldn't make any difference, so I'll just put it here. And in fact, I even think I'm gonna place it at this intersection instead. Okay, so over there. I think it makes more sense. Okay. So, and the last farm is going to be maybe vegetables? What are we producing? Actually, let me take a look at this. Import exports, where is that? I know it's here somewhere. It's here. We are exporting a lot of cotton, so perhaps I'm gonna put another vegetable farm instead. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. The pillars on the center are strange. That's just the style of the bridge. Yeah, I mean, ideally they should connect, but they don't. So yeah, that's the design. And why are cars parking here? Where are these guys? What are you doing here? What are you guys doing here? Oh, so they parked here, so they must be crossing the bridge. Okay, so I found it. Okay, so where are you going? You're going to your job, which is this. Why did you not use the car, man? Why? This guy parked this car over here, now he's walking all the way to his workplace. Why? Why would you do that? Is it because these roads do not allow for parking? Is that it? Is that it? There's no way, man. This is a rural area, you should be able to park like anywhere. Just put your car here in the hill. You can't park there. Yeah, that's what I thought. So you mean, do I need to build some streets here for parking? This is so dumb. Yeah, oh, look at that. These are all the farmers. Norris family. So these are all the workers for the farms. They park their cars here and then they go to their workplace on foot. Let's see if I can catch one of them. Yeah, there you go. But I still cannot get over the fact that you cannot park like on the sides of a rural a town. And you should be able to allow parking on these types of roads, you know. This could be a good solution as well, but it's way too weird. I don't think I want to do this. Actually, oh, and I cannot relocate this. That's another bummer. So, okay, I suppose I can do some parking lots for the time being. Okay. So parking lot here. We should add a crosswalk. It adds one there, that's fine. Okay. Perhaps I should add more parking lots in more central locations, you know, to serve the entire area. Like, I don't know, I suppose one here would be nice. I feel like you should just do parking lots. Yeah, I mean, I suppose. So this parking lot covers here. If I place one here, it should cover all of these 3 farms. So this is actually a good place for it. If I manage to put it in a place that does not look weird or glitched, this is nice. Let's just adjust the terrain a little bit. Okay, and now we should do another one. Maybe over here, see? We didn't know what to put here, and now we know. Ugh, disgusting. Nope, this does not look good at all. I think I'm gonna place it on this side instead, and then I'm gonna make a bridge crossing to that area. Do I want to place it here and then make a small gap here? No, kind of like this. I'll show you. So I said I was going to put vegetable farms here, so that's something we can do. I think this is a good place for it. Okay, now we can delete this road. And we have this small gap. Which we can later decorate with trees. and it should be brought a bit closer. And we can just adjust the terrain as well. Make it not look horrible. And then I guess we can make our bridge. We have three different kinds of bridges. So we already have one pedestrian bridge in the city, which is this one, which I think looks very good. But I think now I want to build something a bit more different. Maybe this one with the cables. So let's go up. Do I need to go this high though? Don't really like this one. I don't feel like it fits. It looks way too modern. This one is a bit better, but I'm not sure I want to put it here. Perhaps I'm gonna put it over there instead. And what is going on here? What are you doing, my friend? You're not supposed to be doing that. I mean, I'm gonna put it next to the bridge for the time being and see if people actually use it. But then they will have to walk a lot to go from one place to the other. So perhaps the parking lot will have to be relocated as well. Instead of making a bridge crossing the river like that, what if I do something like this instead? Okay, that's not bad, but I need to go a bit more to the right. Oh, and it aligns perfectly with the floor here. So I think that's going to be the solution that we're going to go for. Oh yeah. That's nice. This is really nice. Now I'll just need to connect it here. Need to be careful with the slow. Perhaps I'll just put it here instead. Okay. And now I suppose we can connect it here. Can I upgrade this to the bridge? No, I cannot. Maybe a bit further down. Okay. Don't like that elevation. This is more like it. Okay, and I suppose the parking lot can be relocated to here. Okay, this is much better fitting. Now we can take advantage of the whole farm area. And that's it. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind this bridge. Perhaps we can do a small curve here just to wrap it. Let's see if I can do that without messing it up. Come on, I'll just need to... This is it. Okay. Okay. I think that's going to be it for today, guys. So it was quite a long stream actually. It's 30 past midnight. Parking lots and farms are a strange combination. I agree with you. And eventually in the future I'll add other solutions because I also don't like that. Maybe I should add more streets. But for the time being, this is going to be it. You could use bus lines like rural ones. Yes, I agree with you. I will definitely add rural lines to this part of the region whenever I add buses. Hey, sorry about that, Nicola. Maybe next time. You can always watch the replay. Okay, so let's save the game. Very good progress overall. I really like how this area is turning out to be. I'm a bit unsure about how this has turned out. We have 3 different rural areas over here, right next to each other, and that kind of looks a bit weird. But we'll see. Maybe we'll change it in the future. But yeah, I think this is a nice addition to the city. I particularly like the way it looks from over here. Look at this, with all the sprawling roads and the farms in the hill over there. I think it turned out. I'm really satisfied with this. And eventually, in the next video, hopefully, we will address the issues of the city. So we have a lot of people complaining about high rent. We could lower the rent potentially, but I think it could be solved with another ways, like, you know, zoning more stuff. We also need to expand the city a bit more, perhaps expand our industrial complex, because we still have a lot of demand for industry. So perhaps we have this entire area that we can zone, and that could potentially bring a solution to some of the demand issues that we're having. It seems that a lot of people do not want to move into the city. But again, we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll keep playing the game. And yeah, we'll just play slowly, do it as it is. Oh, and hold on a second, what's this? Okay, so this thing is filled. We need to expand the landfill eventually. But that's something that we can address on a future episode or on a future live stream. But for the time being, I'm gonna go away. I'm just taking a look at the final comments that we have on the stream. Hey man, thanks for the stream. No problem, Tesla. Yeah, thank you, Inksman. Thank you, Samuka. Thank you, Nicola. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Guy. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and keep me company while I play City Skylines 2. And I'll meet you guys on, I don't know, perhaps later this week, like Thursday, something like that. But yeah, somewhere along later this week, I'll eventually do another live stream, and hopefully I will be able to stream the entire day on Saturday. As far as I know, I don't have anything planned for that day, so hopefully I'll be able to do a very long live stream Saturday afternoon. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye, guys.